What's up, everybody? Welcome to another smashing episode of SuperGen's Nintendo Nation podcast. This is where we tell you all about the Nintendo news that you need to know about, and I'm not talking about just the World Nintendo figure line.
Yeah, boy.
All right? So we are kicking things off this week. We have Christian on with again. He might become a regular.
Guest.
We don't know. We don't know how special
We
he
need
is
to get his
anymore.
face on camera. That's the thing. It's too far behind the camera too many times. See? That was gorgeous.
Yeah, that was great. Thank
That was great.
I thought that was pretty good.
Thank you for that. Want to kick things off with the news, like always. It's going to be a very Pokemon-filled first few segments here.
That's good.
We got
Piggybacking off last week.
Exactly.
I just
right?
want to say, like, on the way here, I was just thinking of you, your legs dangling off the edge at the lake, you playing Pokemon that first time, then going back to that diner.
Dude.
I think last week changed my life a little bit.
Actually, you know what? Going back, thinking about that, you know, I'm glad I was able to talk about that.
Yeah.
For real though.
I'm
It's
glad,
kinda like
I'm glad you were
therapy.
here.
Being able to share those memories with you guys.
Yeah, dude, it actually went so well that we brought you back for a third time. So, can we crack number four? We'll find out.
Oh.
Tune in next week.
Challenge accepted. Challenger approaches.
All right, so number one, we got the Pokemon Company profit has, since this time last year, has increased 26 times like what it was before.
And is that just because of all these successes, the stuff that they
That's exactly it. You got it, man. That's right. I think it's actually the success of our Pokemon video last week actually skyrocketed them because we're so awesome. But yeah, so right now they are worth or something. Their profit has increased $143 million
Dull hairs?
in the past year. Yeah, $143 million, which is a lot of money.
That's a lot of
So
dull
that's
hairs.
everything. You figure Pokemon Go, Pokemon Tournament, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Cards,
Yeah.
all
Pokemon
that,
Stars in
Pokemon
development.
everything. So
Yeah.
way to go, Pokemon Company. You're making a ton of money, which we just check out the comment in last week's video where I give an in-depth explanation on what the Pokemon Company is and who owns Pokemon to that poor man Jeff P. I believe his
How
name
could you do
was.
that to him?
I'm so sorry. Please don't be offended or upset. I hope I wasn't too stern
I don't
with
even
you.
know what you're talking about.
We'll go look at last week's video and you'll find out.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Be a little proactive, Christian.
Maybe it was your mother who left that comment.
Mother 3.
Mother 3.
All right.
Confirmed.
Yes.
Then we have Pokken Tournament, some more credibility as to that being the next Nintendo Switch port.
I totally forgot about it, too.
Some random company, I forget what it's called, some Japanese company, made an arcade stick fighter, you know, for a controller for the Switch, and said in its description of the
Libre
item...
Pikachu on there?
No, but it had in the description that it's perfect for Pokken Tournament.
Does it have surfing Pikachu on it?
No, but that'd be really
Birthday
cool.
Pikachu.
Flying Pikachu.
Yeah, flying Pikachu.
With the balloons.
Yeah.
And then
Pharaohs?
there's surfing Pikachu. I forget what other Pikachus there were.
Fearos? Come on.
But dude, Pokemon Tournament on Switch, I'd play it again. That'd be cool. And then especially with all
I
the
probably
extra
would, too.
characters,
That's
because
nice.
they didn't ever have any DLC characters for the Wii U, but the arcade, like the big arcade machines, actually got updates to get more characters and stuff on there.
Yeah.
That we never got on the Wii U. So that's, I'm sure, what this version will be. If it happens, it'll be the new, like, updated everything.
It's cool.
So that's really cool. Just
It'll
more
be cool on the
more
Go
credibility.
Poké Tournament.
And since then, they did revise their listing to take that out of there. So, who knows? Next up, we got a new Pokemon mobile app.
Whoa!
In the
Snap.
works. Not Pokemon Snap, but that'd be
I think
cool.
they heard you last week.
Actually, no. Yeah, I talked to the head honcho over
Mr.
there.
Pokemon himself?
Yeah.
You talked to Pikachu?
Yeah. And
What did he have to say?
Pikachu was like, Pika, Pika, Pika. I was just like,
God, why
awesome.
was his voice
Thank
so
you.
deep? It never
don't
sounded like that on the show.
No, he was like trying to whisper.
Oh,
Okay.
got it.
But, yeah.
Well, this new app that I'm sure
coming?
he told you about is called Pokeland. It's the new app. Essentially, it's Pokemon Rumble that they had on the Wii U and the 3DS, where you unlock these little Pokemon figurines and you use them to like battle each other. So it was almost like
So it's almost like the Burger King Pokeball figures
Yep.
that we used to get when we were kids.
Yep, exactly like
Remember
that.
the gold-plated ones in there in the Pokeballs?
Yeah,
You
dude,
got
I
the
have
gold-plated, like,
all
Mewtwo
of
and
them.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
really
I
cool.
think they were gold plated,
I know,
so
I'll
we
bring 'em
actually
in
thought
and
that they were like
we'll-
really cool
The clutter.
figurines, but
Yeah.
you know, in reality they were worthless.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're worth like
It's real
nothing
gold,
now. It's
though.
like
Are they
5
actually
rupees.
worth something?
They're not worth anything. That's why I was able to get all of them because they were so cheap.
Alex has all of them.
So cool, more Pokemon apps that are probably gonna fall apart. Like what's the other one that's out? Pokemon Duels or something like that.
Yeah, which
Where-
totally went under the radar.
It's
Yeah, like,
time
no one, like, get that out of here, so.
to...
All I think it's the wrong franchise, but good try.
We can cross it over.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh crossover. So that's it for Pokemon news. That's kind of cool. Whatever, going strong. We knew they would. Hopefully, Star's announcement in the next couple of weeks. Maybe. Come on. Next up, we got Minecraft is now getting Magic the Gathering skins.
We're talking about this again.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Minecraft every week.
Minecraft is almost bigger than Pokemon at this point.
Dude, it is bigger. It's the second best-selling game of all time.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Right behind Tetris.
Yeah.
Well, because it's on like
we all
every
bought it,
single
like, 10
console
times.
ever
exactly.
made. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody buys it over and
That's
over again.
Totally true.
Let's talk about like the moral objections that we should have about that. You know what I mean?
About Minecraft?
I have none.
Or about
because
Minecraft
if they
multiple
wouldn't have
times.
put it on every console and then put it on
Because
Switch, I'd never
know
play it.
what they're doing to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, but if people didn't buy it, then they wouldn't do it. So this is the consumer's fault for buying the game.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
So
I honestly-
you consumer.
No, well, they're tricking us. You know?
I get. Well, why aren't
why?
you smarter than the companies?
Well, I am because I've only bought it like twice.
Well, why are more people like you?
I don't know.
There you go. I think I've only bought it twice.
I don't know
too.
why you guys aren't more like me.
The world would be a better place.
Yeah.
Be a different place.
No, I had this
I'd
thought
say
this
that.
week actually though, where it's like I want to just buy a copy of a game and it unlocks it for every system. Like I'm thinking Destiny. It's like I
But
know
there's
people
no
on
way.
Xbox are gonna play Destiny. I know people on PS4, and honestly, right now I'm thinking about buying Destiny for PC. So you know what I mean?
Oh,
so it's like
God.
I just want to buy. Yes, I'm gonna buy Destiny, and I unlock it for everything that my profile is attached to on those separate.
Yeah,
consoles.
there's no way. Because then they make no money.
Same thing with Minecraft.
Because you'd have to split it with every other company, every other developer, everybody.
I don't know.
If you bought it from Bungie, you'd have to split it with the PC market. You'd have to split it with the Xbox market, and you have to split it with the Sony market.
So that just goes back
And
to
there's no
Minecraft,
way.
and it's like, okay, played it on 360, Vita, PS4, Xbox One.
But that's not their
PC,
fault.
we bought
That's
it.
not their fault that
Yeah,
you
it's a
bought it a
lack
bunch of
of
times.
self-restraint and control.
And why is
on
that
my
their
part.
fault?
It's not.
It's not, and therefore, if
just-
they
I
can,
can't bear
if
my
they
own-
can take advantage of it and profit from it, then by all means, this is America. God damn it, they can do it.
Is it?
Yeah, this is Donald Trump's America.
America.
Next up, I don't know. Did you guys hear? But yeah, so Minecraft Magic the Gathering. No one cares.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
too
gonna-
busy playing the Adventure
Bring
Time
Power
ones.
Rangers, bring
So-
Simpsons. I'll buy those packs on the Switch.
Well, they're free. They're all free updates, so you won't have to buy them.
Are they?
Yeah. Next up, we got Smash Brothers. You guys hear about the Smash Brothers port photos that leaked?
No.
So,
absolutely not.
A couple days ago or something like that, a week ago, there was these Smash Brothers pictures that came out,
Okay.
and it was like they looked very remastered, like they had put all these other characters in there, stuff like that.
Master Hand, new
playable
unlockable
character. Yep.
All right.
I like it.
And it was the Paper Mario stage from the
Sandbag.
3DS was brought
Sandbag,
up
new
and
unlockable
upped and everything to
Target.
to like
New
high
playable
quality
character.
pictures and everything.
Platform, new character.
I hope so.
Like board the platforms. Remember? And
Yeah.
there's like ding.
So then there were screenshots of that actually.
Oh.
Avoid the platforms, break the targets, and
No
like something
way.
else.
Break the targets?
Yeah, and so they had all
As
this
a new
things. It was
playable character?
up-res pictures and everything that looked better. And turns out all this was confirmed to be fake.
Oh
So
my.
No, are you
it was,
serious?
Yeah, so it all looked
That's
like it looked
heartbreaking.
like pretty legit. Some of them looked really bad, but other ones looked really legit. People thought for like a day and a half
I-
they were real.
okay, so I
this
haven't-
was like an actual leak.
I haven't really
but-
played the new
confirmed
Smash a
not.
whole lot, especially with items turned on. But
Yeah.
can you still get the Smash?
Ball.
Yeah, the Smash Ball.
Yeah.
Do they still have that in this one?
Yeah.
Are all their
Super
Smashes
moves?
like still the same and everything?
Some of them are. Some of them are different.
Can Bowser still turn into Giga Bowser?
I don't think he's Giga Bowser. I forget what he is.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
No.
I'll get you an answer though. I'll,
Smash is a
I'll
thing
shoot
of
Yeah,
you a text
actually,
later.
leave in the comments down below
Yeah, if you
what
know.
it turns into. Thank you.
So yeah, Smash Bros. Fake. So not even anywhere closer to where we were to knowing if Smash was coming out or not.
But Pokken
so,
might be
but whatever.
coming
But
out.
Pokemon.
Interesting.
Pokemon might be. Pokken
but yet
might
you
be.
guys all said that you're pretty confident in the fact that it
Oh
will be coming
yeah,
out.
I wanted to bring that up too. I'll bring that up a little bit later. Check out our SuperGen podcast, the regular SuperGen podcast, where the guys go over their 20. Alex had 20 questions about E3, and the guys go over some of them. Some of them were
2017.
Nintendo related. I kind of want to
20
bring those
questions,
up here
2017.
because I want to throw my 2 cents in, and I know Christian does too, about like what we think of at least the Nintendo themed ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I got a lot to share. So
Yeah, because I want to say some of them, some of your
This is
answers
gonna
that you
be,
guys
like,
gave were a little
Time on
funky.
this thing like 4 hours 15 minutes for this
Yeah.
one. And then you end it with singing America again.
yeah.
Next up, we got Sonic Mania has a confirmed release date of August 15th. That's awesome. Way to go. More Sonic. We just did a
Way to
BJ in
go,
the
release
morning.
date, guys.
I know. Fantastic. Finally.
Making steps here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian, Andy, and me just did a BJ in the morning about it. So check that out.
Possibly one of the
Should
best.
be up soon. I think it was the best. I had a
Arguably.
lot of fun recording that one. That one was really good.
Actually, there were a lot of bests today.
Yeah, dude, today was a good day. So keep keep an eye out for all that awesome content that'll be coming your way soon. So yeah, Sonic Mania, awesome. Going to be a great Sonic game. Next up, we got Marth and Crom confirmed for Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay.
Cool. Fire Emblem Warriors, I think it's going to be a fun
people.
game. I think it's going to be a fun game. Warriors game.
I'm down.
Really
I'm
cool.
down.
Awesome. Then
Quick
we
question though:
yeah,
is Marth a girl or a guy?
Ooh.
a guy.
But he has a hairband.
Yeah, so? What
And a
do you got
derpy
against
face on his
headbands?
No, I mean I like
Huh?
them. I think
Why
they're
you hate
stylish.
headbands so much, dude?
No, I was just as a kid. I remember like.
Are you assuming his gender?
Ooh.
Okay, no.
Oh my
as a kid,
God.
I would like zoom in. I'd be like, oh wow, you know, Marth is a girl. That's super progressive. You know, like
You knew progressive at such a young age.
yeah,
I'm impressed.
Like the auto insurance?
yeah, like the auto insurance company
Right.
actually.
They're pretty progressive.
Okay, but yeah,
Next up, we
Well,
got.
we're gonna get Flo on the show next week.
Yeah,
So.
dude, that was progressive having a woman spokesperson.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy,
there you
man.
go.
Like, way to go, dude. Way to go, progressive.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Platinum Games. Whoever their head dude said they're working on an interesting game for the Switch.
Okay.
So had a quote saying, "Oh yeah, like we love the Switch, we
Bayonetta
love the way it
3.
works, all this stuff. It's gonna be we have an interesting game in development." Said it was a new IP, so we'll see.
Ooh.
Jumping off of that, Platinum in a separate statement also says that they are talking constantly about Bayonetta 3. That they comes up in the office almost every day.
Talk
so
is cheap.
Hopefully.
New lead character.
Yeah, they're gonna switch away from Bayonetta and have it be someone else. But it's like
Interesting.
Bayonetta was her name. Like, how are you gonna have like a different character in Bayonetta 3 that's
Yeah,
not
that's-
Bayonetta? That's like having
they
the
can do
Legend
it.
of Zelda with Princess Paulina. Like,
I'm
not
down.
gonna happen. you
Yeah.
know?
Pollyanna.
No, don't make it happen. That game would suck.
Isn't that who Bowser originally took?
Yeah, Paulina was the real girlfriend. Yeah.
No, I thought that was the character from Earthbound.
It's
I
possible,
think he's
too.
right too.
All right, just go ahead and
Dude,
post in the
they're both right.
comments.
Yeah, let us know if you know,
All
because
right.
clearly we don't know shit about Nintendo. We don't
And
know
next
what we're
thing
doing
for the
here.
comments,
So
who's cooler, Bowser or Wart?
Wart.
All right.
There
We
you
wanna
go.
start
I
a-
just
Start a
answered
little
for the
poll.
comments. There you go.
Not only a poll, we'd like to start a war in the comments as to whether Bowser
A comment
or
more,
Wart.
please.
A comment more, please.
Yeah, please do that. Next up, we got the ARMS test punch happened
Yeah,
last
it did.
weekend. Ryan still not convinced. Still hates the game. Says he wants
Still
it to burn in
absolutely
hell.
not convinced.
Worst waste of a free download he's ever had.
I'm
I
not
really
gonna
liked
argue
it.
with that. I didn't say that, but I'm not going to argue with that.
I really liked it. I
Actually.
thought it was a lot of fun. A lot of people out in the world really liked it. It actually hit Amazon's number 3 most pre-ordered game like recently. So in whatever time span they look at. So yeah, pretty cool. A lot of people are excited for ARMS. I think it's gonna be a great game. Looks incredible. If you want to hear more about what we thought on ARMS, we posted a video of the test punch. You know, everything playing there. Check that out for sure. Ryan gives more in-depth thoughts on what he thought of ARMS.
Definitely, where I'm just complaining about motion controls and all that.
Yeah, which you don't have to use motion controls, so it's like.
Let's get
If
into
you would've
let's
just done
discuss
that.
it quickly though, just because
Sure.
we both played and everything. Although you maybe played like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah,
did
but I
maybe,
played
like,
some more
40,
later,
45.
like in the weekend too.
Fair
I played
enough.
more than just that one.
So my thing with ARMS, everything that I was worried about, I'm still worried about, not convinced.
What
with
were
at
you
all.
worried about before? I
Which
don't
is
even
like
remember.
I'm just lobbing punches like across the stage. Yeah, some are hitting. I'm doing a
Okay.
lot of jumping to dodge and like your little
Okay.
thing.
What
like
else
that.
do you want in a fighting game other than punching?
Kicking.
Body slamming.
Laser
Chokehold.
beams.
Why in a
Laser
boxing
beams,
game do you want
chainsaws.
in a boxing game called ARMS? Do you want body slamming and kicking?
But what made Punch Out so
Saturday
good?
Night Slam Masters.
Yeah, what made Punch Out so good?
Why don't they just make a new
Nothing.
Punch-Out?
Punch Out wasn't that good.
Really?
But what did make it
Whoa.
good was the fact that it
Mario.
was a rhythm and you had to solve puzzles to beat the guy. You had to recognize a pattern.
It was
you actually
kinda-
had
yeah,
to
it
think
was
a
a
little
pretty deep
bit
RPG.
before you could get through.
And it's funny to think that there's guys out there that
Punch Out.
actually memorize that.
Yeah, no, it's insane. Yeah, but in Punch Out, I was kidding. Punch Out is a fun game, but this clearly is not Punch Out. Like Punch Out, you couldn't move. Literally all you did in Punch Out was hit 2 buttons or lean left and right. Like you couldn't step, you couldn't do anything. That's all you did. So it's like that game's so good, but this one has all these other like different like commands and like things you can do, and it's like why is it not as good then?
So back on like the PS2 era, GameCube era, there was this game called Rayman something Havoc that was like a Rayman multiplayer game. Okay.
Yeah, Rayman M.
No, I don't know. Something, but it was like this. It was actually pretty cool, and you would race in it or fight. This reminds me a lot like that B-list game that's like a fighter.
Okay.
I'm not feeling like that first-party charm that Nintendo puts on the games. Like even
Oh, I
Splatoon.
100% am.
I don't
just
know,
in
there's
the characters.
I feel like all the
in
weapons are so
everything, I
half baked.
am.
It's either like, oh, remember the ice laser beam, or like you shoot off a few rockets and stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's more than that in the game. Like that's the other thing is I think.
Oh, I know. Like let's say we only saw a small portion of it.
We did, and we definitely did.
But it's like impressed me. You know.
I think it did impress. I thought it was really good. I never once.
Now I'm not saying it's bad or like
Yeah.
I would never play it, stuff like that. Because even like when we did the little ARMS video, me and Brian, and we talked about it, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I watched 10 minutes of it, whatever, it's good, I'm not gonna buy it. But even afterwards, I'm like, I'm still probably gonna buy it just because like the hype, you guys are all getting it. It's a Switch multiplayer game, Switch is on the go, Switch, that's cool. So why not just get it? Mm-hmm. And going into this test punch, I was like, yeah, just convince me that this is actually fun. I can play with other people. I want to get it. But by the end of it, I was just like, no, I'm like convinced I don't want to get it. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I really want to like know what it is you don't like about it because it's like everything you've said is like just going towards the fact that you don't like it because it's a fighting game. So maybe you just don't like fighting games.
But see, like I'm really intrigued by Injustice, and I want to play that really bad. So
but you like those characters more.
No, I think I like the grind in that game.
Sure. I mean, Injustice 2 definitely has a grind.
Yeah, Injustice 2, I was going to say.
Yeah, because I have that, and I've been playing through that, and it is awesome. Like, it's a lot of fun, and it's cool to unlock gear and upgrade your characters and stuff like that. But the thing is, ARMS does that, too.
I think they took fighting games to the next level.
Who, Injustice or ARMS? Or just
Injustice?
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I want to try.
But, like, what do you like about Injustice, though? Like, what intrigues you about it?
Definitely the characters.
I need to play it. Okay.
Definitely the characters.
No. Yeah, that's cool. That's, like, the factor of, like, hooking me on kind of, but wheeling me in is like when I look at that game, I feel like it's going to be mechanically perfect hitboxes. Every move you're making matters, kind of like that.
Every move you make.
Bingo. Yeah. Okay, but see, now in ARMS, I just have like this big boxing glove and it's like you know, like thrown across the screen. Okay. And I like Injustice is like, I don't want to say close quarter combat, but it's like, do, and you know, everything matters. And then, I'm grinding for the gear. Sure, all that's in ARMS, but I guess a good way to put it is like, in ARMS, I was playing the volleyball mode, okay? And you got your net in the middle, and and it was literally just like, oh, we're at the side of the court, bam, 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 we're hitting the volley. Like,
yeah, definitely. Volleyball was not a good mode.
Why?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was another, I don't want to say bad taste in my mouth, but it's just like, is this seriously, your selling point is this fighting that I'm not getting into, and then we're just lobbing this ball over and all this?
Yeah, but it's like, see, I had a lot of fun, like, mixing and matching, like, the different gloves and stuff like that, and, like, picking the different characters, and, like, getting the different characters' abilities, and finding the different stages. Yeah. And, like, I like that it was, like, 1v1 or 2v1, or, like, you know, you had 1v1v1, or 4 on each other, 100%. You know? Like, that was really cool, and that was awesome. The little bit of news that I want to get into is the one that's happening this weekend, which was last weekend by the time you see this, is adding new modes and stuff like that. So it's not going to be just like volleyball and the fighting stuff. They're like changing up the modes and stuff to add like a little bit more, which is really cool.
I don't know if the rounds are too short too, especially in volleyball, because you're playing volleyball and then a timer just starts going off and then it's just like drop, explode, blah blah blah.
Sure. So yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. Volleyball mode wasn't that great, but like as a fighter, as like a fighting game, like a boxing game, I think it works really well, and I think it's gonna be like I think it's gonna do fine. I think it's gonna do great. But
I feel like a $20 price tag is where it's at.
No, I don't think so. I think $60 this is good. What?
No,
next Splatoon.
Yes, I really do think so. I think it has the potential to be the next Splatoon.
No, here's the thing. I think it will hit that level, but I don't think it deserves to hit that level.
Sure.
I mean, compared to Splatoon, yeah.
Right, compared to
Splatoon
totally.
a lot,
but like as a new Nintendo IP that's like, hey, this is like a new franchise we're trying out. And who knows, by the time ARMS comes out and we do start to feel that grind and like figure out like, oh cool, I just unlocked this awesome glove and I got this awesome arm and now I have this character and I can put this on them and like customize them this way. Like that's when I think you're really gonna like, because you're gonna get attached to the characters you create. And that's going to make you like really care about it more. So, in which case, that's exactly what Splatoon was. Because imagine if there was no gear grind in Splatoon, that game would suck. If everybody had the exact same gear, had to use the exact same gun, maybe you could switch between a sniper, a shotgun, and the automatic or whatever. You had 3 guns, and that's it. Splatoon would have sucked.
That's basically how I played Splatoon. But see, I have like nostalgic memories tied to Splatoon, and that's probably why it's so fun.
So it's like, that's the thing, like going through and like getting the new gear and like leveling up your different gear and like stuff like that. That was what made Splatoon really fun, at least for me, was like the customizing and like actually like figuring out like, hey, what can I use, what suits my playstyle more.
Yeah, no, I can.
Or like that, and ARMS has that exact same feel, at least for me. A little bit more news comments kind of thing from it is that Min Min and Ninjara were the most used 2 players for the test punch.
Okay.
Who did you use?
All of them. Mummy? No, I just kept going through all of them, and then
Mr. I used Ninjara the most, so
yeah,
that's funny how
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
I was actually
you were actually a Lego character.
They need to do a new Lego Bionicle game.
No, they don't.
Today, and that was going to be
what happened to Bionicles?
I don't know.
They're still around. It's still a thing.
There needs to be a Connect game too, and maybe a Duplo,
and maybe a
Connect on Connect.
Connects on Connect. Yes.
Oh my god.
Connects.
on Connect.
I'm thinking,
What's that?
let's bring back Cubics.
Dude, I think about Cubics literally almost daily, though.
WB.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I remember the TV show.
WB, 4
WB.
Kids or whatever it was. Dude, they have a GameCube game. Do you have the GameCube game?
I don't know. I was going to pull it down.
Next up, we have more increased production for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo has output more Switches. They want to like put in a patent or whatever to have the factories work like a lot harder to get more Switches out. So awesome. Hopefully we see more by the end of the year. Then we have the big man himself, Shuhei Yoshida. Who some of you, most of you probably, will know as the president of Sony PlayStation. Over there in... Yeah, that one. And Sony Worldwide Entertainment, for those of you who did not hear Brian off screen say that. But this is what he had to say about the Nintendo Switch and their relationship, especially with indies. He goes, I think it's very good. We've been doing our utmost to support indie game creators until now, and a lot of very good indie games have been released. But recently, Nintendo also has been approached by very good indie game developers, and they're going to support middleware in the fastest time possible. So it does seem like they are putting in the effort, and I think that's also a great thing for the indie game industry. So Shuhei, as we know, PlayStation, around PlayStation's launch, actually, a lot of people ended up calling it the Indie Station 4. Okay. Because there were not a lot of AAA games out for it at the time.
For the PS4?
Yeah. So there was like not a lot of big stuff like that. I
called it the
Killzone and stuff like that. It's like
I call it the Penis 4.
Yeah, well, okay, dude, I loved it, dude. That was the best Penis 4 I've ever had. But yeah, so a lot of people call that the indie machine, stuff like that. Which is great. Got a bunch of games out there. You know, really like increase like the download game mentality of where it's like, oh yeah, it's a downloadable game, but it doesn't have to be bad. Just because it's $10 doesn't mean it's a bad game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Nintendo clearly here is jumping off of that. And I think even more
what about Life
so.
of Black Tiger, though?
No.
Like, they should have actually asked Shuhei in that, like, what were you thinking with Life of Black Tiger?
Probably. I don't know. Maybe they should have.
Somebody's got to ask the questions. That's all I'm saying.
So it's like, that's really awesome how the Switch is like doing this and putting all these
I also want to
indies
say,
out.
On Metacritic, Life of Black Tiger has a 10. They, like, reverse bombed it. That as the worst game, it, like, has the highest score on Metacritic.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Not of, like, all games, but, like,
I've never even, like, seen that game. I remember
you look up Life of Black
Tiger.
It's, like, a PS2-looking game that was released on PS4, and you can play, like, 10 tigers in one map. Yeah, it's terrible. It
sounds really good.
We should do a little SuperGen plays Life of Black Tiger.
Maybe perfect 10 on that.
Perfect 10. Actually, perfect 20. It's that good.
Oh God,
we'll knock it out.
Perfect.
Next up we have
just for that game.
What is it?
New scale just for that game.
Oh yeah, I love it. 20. The Switch version of Disgaea 5 includes the PlayStation trophies in a menu along with notifications when you unlock them. So it's almost like they put the
PlayStation trophies on Switch.
Yeah, not.
Can I link my PSN account?
No, not like PlayStation trophies, but it's like the same trophies that you got if you play the PlayStation version.
Whoa,
those same unlockables.
So they got a trophy system now. Huh? I'm impressed.
It's all on the game, which Minecraft also did this, where you can go through and look at your achievements on Minecraft, and you can see like all the things that were the regular achievements.
What's going on, Nintendo? Come on, please.
Who knows? Hey, maybe at E3 we'll finally get our Nintendo Nuggets. All they gotta do is make it a coin. They literally all they have to do is call it coins. Hey, here's your Nintendo coins. Oh, you did this thing. Oh, you just unlocked the coin and go ding, and there you go. Like that.
That would be sweet, dude.
Yeah, I know. And why haven't they thought of that? That's a great idea.
Just a sound.
Nintendo coin.
Yeah, that's it. All you gotta do is the coin, and just have a coin, and you can do a bronze, a silver, and a gold coin. And there you go.
Boom.
Like,
and then have Mario up in the corner, just jumping up and down.
Easiest fucking idea. Just someone do it.
Now here's
Nintendo.
the thing.
God.
So back in the day when Xbox 360 started with achievements, I thought achievements was Microsoft currency. So you were unlocking currency by playing through your games.
But what if that was how it was for real?
That'd be cool.
It'd be
actually pretty awesome.
It would. But what if these Nintendo coins are not only an achievement system, but then you could use them on just for now cosmetic stuff on the store?
Nintendo's too cheap. They wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's sad.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like exactly
that's money that they lose.
That is what the My Nintendo program is, where like you just register every game you buy, and it gives you essentially currency.
Which does not exist
to buy
anymore.
Stuff. Yes, it does. Club Nintendo does not exist. They rebranded it as My Nintendo, where when you put in your Switch game, just click.
So what's the difference between My Nintendo and Club Nintendo?
My Nintendo's worse.
My Nintendo sucks because all of the rewards you can buy is like you have to spend you can only get gold coins from physical games that you bought.
And they
so like
expire
Zelda,
too, I'm pretty sure.
They expire in 6 months, I believe. Maybe not the gold coins, but definitely the silver ones.
So what do you get, like posters?
No.
30% off a digital title.
With gold coins. So the coins that you get from having to spend real money, like when you buy Zelda, a $60 game, you get 30 gold coins. And then something like 100 gold coins gets you 30% off some like random DS game that you never wanted to play, like Yoshi's Island or like some random virtual console game that you've never heard of, but you have to use the real money points to get it. And that's it. Or you can get
That's
like
so stupid.
you can get like themes for your DS or whatever, and it's really stupid. Whereas the old Club Nintendo, you got those awesome statues, those really cool figures.
No, I remember.
All the posters. I still have my
As a
3DS
kid,
like pouch, my Zelda 3DS pouch.
As a kid, I would use that all the time. I got a Twilight Princess poster.
Yeah,
TP.
This shit was awesome.
TP boy.
Now here's the thing: if
Shout
you're
out.
so inclined, 100 Gold Club Nintendo coins equals 1 Alex bonus point in our E3 competition.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
well,
the
he's
conversion
not
rate.
getting my coins.
No.
But yeah, so I think that's cool to tie this kind of back to the Disgaea 5 thing. I think that's really cool. Like, at least, like, if Nintendo's not going to do it, at least the game developers are. And they're like, hey, we already put this time and effort into making the trophies.
Yeah.
We might as well just put it in there. But I think it's really cool how you still get a notification, in-game notification, that you unlocked the achievement or the trophy or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's really
They gotta
cool.
bring us something. That'd be so good.
I don't think they ever will. I really don't think they care.
Mushrooms.
Next
Pipes.
up, what's that?
Just pipes.
Yeah, dude, just
You all got like
do
10
something.
pipes.
Like, yeah,
Yeah?
that maybe not that one.
How many pipes you got?
How many pipes you got, bro?
You have all these kids on the playground. Hey, check out my pipes. Look at all these pipes that I got, man.
It'd be so good.
God, this one's still warm. Then we have the Splatoon. We got some news about the Splatoon online voice chat. It is only compatible with people on your friends list.
Oh my
I
It's
know.
the only people you
god.
can talk to. You can't talk to strangers. All that stuff. You have to be friends with the people for them to. Like,
That's so
for you to
lame,
hear.
dude. It's just like, okay,
Dude.
I'm a parent. I don't want my kid to hear what other people are saying. Just make a feature to turn it off. Then, honestly,
They
the
should.
rest of the world wants it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's.
But
it's
Nintendo
so
doesn't
bad
care
too,
about the rest of the
sheltering
world.
them.
It's like, and don't shelter your kid.
so
Hello, he's gonna hear all that eventually, anyways.
Right.
When he gets an Xbox One,
Right. When
he's
you
playing
sell
Call of
the
Duty.
Switch,
and he's playing Call of
exactly.
Duty, like
and he's 8 years
the
old.
majority of 12-year-olds in this
Right.
country. All right,
Exactly.
but still, that was my.
I want to
Yeah.
say this too. Wait, the best part of 360 was just going into a random game and matchmaking with random people, and then
I
just
miss that.
inviting every single one into a party. And the amount of random people that we met and then would hang around with, and I still talk to this day.
Like who?
Curly Keyboard, like Augie. Do you know Curly?
I know.
Keyboard?
And it
I still hit up Augie all the time, like on
Oh, I
Snapchat
do. That
and all
does
this stuff.
sound really familiar.
That's what I mean.
I remember Curly
And
Keyboard.
this is like when David would play Xbox, and we would just be like at our buddy Tyler's house at a
Shouts
party,
out to
whatever.
Curly
Everybody's
Keyboard
just like,
out there.
like hanging out. And we'll call him up and just be like, dude, how's it going? And he's like, oh my God, how's it going, guys? Like, this is Sir Cornelio, like David, and all of our
Sir
FM2YOP, like all of our names on there. And he'd be like,
Yeah,
oh my
dude.
God, how's it going?
That's
Those
hilarious.
things are never going to happen on the Switch.
Yeah,
Like,
you know
these
what?
kinda
And
stuff.
it's funny
nope, they're
because
not.
growing up, I remember like I was friends with like people that were my age, and like I remember like I was maybe a little bit older than this other kid, and I remember his voice was like extremely high, and then like as I grew up, like my voice got lower and everything like that, but his voice was like still really high, and then one day
You just
I
went
flipped
on.
on the console, there he was.
How's it going?
And then it was just, hey, how's it going, man? It's like, whoa, So
Hey,
just like
buddy.
being able to see that, like that development, like being able to see and grow up with people,
beauty of
online,
it.
people that you've never met in your life, never will, and just being able to experience that.
I
It
feel,
was,
man.
it was definitely special.
I agree 100%.
But you know what? Nintendo, on the other hand, never gave us that opportunity with
That's
any
what
of their
chat roulette's
consoles.
for.
Now,
Yeah, actually, for all the kids watching, make sure you guys check out Chat Roulette. It's actually an excellent way.
it's
to
very
be able-
safe.
Yeah, it's a very safe way
Wear your
to.
protection before you go on chat roulette.
Yeah. So don't actually
Your
do
cringe
that.
glass.
I want to.
but-
I want to throw this out there too. Why don't they? If you want to like meet all these people, why don't you just click the add to friend button that is there?
Cumbersome.
Have them be your friend
Because
and then you can talk to them.
Because you don't know who you're adding. Hello.
but you don't know who
That's
you're talking
scary.
to. Hello.
Like at least like on the PlayStation 3, I was able to like, play a match with some people, or like say I were playing Xbox 360, I was playing Halo 3, I'd be hearing the other person shit talking me or whatever. And then I'd be like, well, this guy's pretty cool, like I'm going to add him as a friend. Like at least you get a little bit of a preview as to like how that person is.
Yeah, but then when they
before you
turn out to
actually
be
add
an awful person, that's why they have a delete button.
Is there a cap on the friends list?
You see,
I have no idea.
I don't
That's
like
the
to
thing, there
delete my
probably is.
friends.
I don't have any friends,
Okay.
especially
100.
not enough to hit the cap.
I don't like to
so-
delete my
That was
friends.
so bad on
because
the
I'm a
Wii.
good person. So
Yeah, you are.
unlike you.
Yeah, and I'm an asshole. Next up, we got Monster Hunter Double Cross. A lot of people think this is
Coming to the
Monster
Switch.
Hunter 20.
Triple
that's
Cross,
wrong.
Triple X
A
Monster
lot of
Hunter.
people think this is Monster Hunter.
06?
No, what was I gonna say?
What was the one on the Wii that was
Monster
really
Hunter
bad?
3 Try Ultimate. Monster
Yeah.
Hunter Try Ultimate. Anyway, this though, everybody's excited. This is coming to the Switch. It was Monster Hunter Double Cross coming on the Switch. Way I'll go awesome. Blah blah blah. This was actually a 3DS game like a year ago or something.
Monster Hunter Stories.
Who cares? And then like all they did was like up-res it from the 3DS to put it on the Switch. Doesn't even look that good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the people in Japan, you Japanese people, you love Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
This is some crazy massive franchise there. So the fact that it's on the Switch,
which is
portable, looks better, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Incredible. So just that's cool. That's coming out. Never really played a Monster Hunter game. Played Monster Hunter 4 for a little bit.
This could be your first
Couldn't
one.
get into it. Yeah, this might be the first one that I get into. Yeah, on the 3DS.
3DS, yeah.
And then the other rumored word on the street is that Monster Hunter 5, when that comes out, is actually going to be a PS4 game.
Whoa!
Which would be possible too, because Monster Hunter.
So it's crossing platforms.
Yeah, but it's done that forever. Monster Hunter 2 was on like PS2.
Yeah,
it's never been.
PSP,
Monster Hunter has there's some on PSP.
I always felt like it was
Monster
a
Hunter's
Nintendo
never
exclusive.
been Nintendo exclusive. So, yeah, don't be spreading those lies.
More reason not to get a Switch.
Yeah, exactly, because you'll be able to get the better version
Can't
on your
get it
PS4.
anyways. It's sold out everywhere.
So then
I have my resources.
Secret
for
stash.
that
Right,
kind
sure.
of stuff, so.
all
already
right,
have, like,
and then
5
final piece of news on this article of attention:
Yeah.
FIFA for the
Canceled.
Nintendo Switch is just called FIFA
FIFA.
and not
That's a bad sign.
FIFA 18.
That's a really bad sign.
Now, I wanted to end on this one because I have a little bit of something to say.
All right, let's hear it.
So, back in 2009, when the Wii was in its prime,
Okay.
Weeby.
EA, Electronic Arts,
Okay.
thought it was a good idea
It was in the game.
to release a stupid version of all their sports games for the Wii called the All Play series.
Okay.
So we got NBA, was there NBA Live 2009? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be on NBA Live.
NBA Live 2009 All Play Edition.
Nice.
We got Madden NFL 09 All Play Edition.
Okay.
And it was a crappy version where all the characters had like big heads and looked like cartoons and were fake. And it just was awful. Didn't have any of the game
Bobblehead
modes that the real ones had. Maybe, who knows? It probably didn't because they didn't want to have They didn't want you to have fun with it because it sucked.
Got it.
Wow.
And so it was called the All Play version because everyone can get in on the fun. The controls were literally like the dumbest things ever.
Was
like,
it as good as the
down.
Backyard series?
Worse.
Pablo?
Way worse.
You know Pablo Sanchez? Oh
Pablo
my
Sanchez.
God, we need to do a whole series just on the Backyard series.
Just on Pablo Sanchez.
Yeah.
Right.
His backstory.
History of.
of Pablo
What was
yeah.
it? Like the girl's name, like Keisha or something? You know what I'm talking about?
Kesha?
Come on, you gotta know.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
But anyway, so
Pablo,
it's like.
though, with his backwards hat, bald head.
Yeah, dude, he was awesome. But the fact that that they're showing this off and it's just called FIFA, and on every other version it's called FIFA 18,
Yeah.
is just a really bad sign that we're getting another all play like type of deal.
I think in a way
And
it's
that's not really good.
I think it's like in a way, you know, like not Call of Duty, Battlefield 1, you know, like restarting the franchise,
No.
you know, trying to start off fresh, trying to give it a new hip look, you know.
I don't think so.
No.
But
No, you know, I just like to think about these things optimistically. Okay, so,
because you're a good person.
yeah.
The ball is
Um,
actually a square in this FIFA game.
Now, the only
Back
other
to
thing
the
I can
pixel.
think of,
Yeah, back to the pixel.
The single pixel.
the only thing I can think of is that calling it FIFA, as they're trying to make it a platform, which is what sports games should be doing all over, where you just have FIFA, you just have Madden, you just have NBA 2K the entire time. And then every year for $30, you can get the updated rosters.
I don't know about
They
that.
release a patch that gives you updated graphics, and then maybe they throw in a new mode or something.
Since
and
when
do
has there
every-
ever been a patch for updated graphics?
PS4
Like,
Pro,
all the time.
and it ruined it.
What do you mean?
All those PS4 Pro games,
What about them?
like Last of Us,
Yeah?
didn't it like hinder the experience for a while?
No?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
No, I'm saying like a patch, like something
Yeah.
you download and it improves the graphics, like noticeably.
Yeah, you can do that.
When? What games?
I don't know. I'm sure there's been plenty of games that have done it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can do it.
I think you guys are making things up.
We're gonna need to
'cause, like,
consult the comments on that one.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just go ahead and let us know in the comments if there's ever been a patch released for a video game to improve the graphics for said game. Thank you.
Minecraft. They're doing it for Minecraft on Switch, actually.
Minecraft doesn't
World
count
of Warcraft.
Why does that not count?
because it's a dumb game.
Oh my god, that
Only babies play
doesn't make
Minecraft.
any sense.
Minecraft is a dumb game because the graphics are bad. Okay.
That still
Everything-
doesn't make any
SuperGen
sense.
review
Everything
For the
is
Wii-
a block.
or for the Switch,
It's all
locked
pixelated.
at 720p on TV right now, but they're putting out a patch that raises the TV version.
But are you
docked
telling
to
me they
1080.
couldn't round the edges?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I'm not
Bring it down.
Mojang. I'm not Microsoft. How am I supposed to know this?
You're not a.
Whatever his name is. I don't remember his name. I was
Freaking,
going to say
what's
that.
his
Like
name?
Ben or Ben or
No.
something. I don't
His
know.
name is
I don't remember.
Oh, what is his name? What's his name?
What is it for Minecraft?
Yeah.
Okay, Google.
Notch.
Stanley?
His name's Notch.
Who invented Minecraft?
No, it's Notch.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sorry, we do not.
Dude, I have no idea.
Okay, Google.
It's not.
Text Maggie.
All right.
Who invented Minecraft?
It will. It really will.
Okay, so
Bye,
no.
Google.
Oh,
Just said her.
Hi, Maggie.
Just said her last
Send.
name on there too. We'll have to do
It's
that.
done. Send.
Okay.
Wait! I'm not done.
I'll get that one day. Just wait.
I'm not done. So yeah, FIFA.
Minecraft.
Not a good look.
Bad game. All right.
Whatever.
Decided.
All right, that's it for the news. Wrapped up.
The new news. All right, we're good.
New news are done. Now we got our topic.
This is a good one.
Topic.
I can't wait to hear what you have
coined
to say.
this.
We're gonna dig so far into the psyche and heart of Christian in this one. There might be nothing left after it.
Oh, they're already.
You might be dead.
it is.
They're already nothing. Yeah, it's already gone.
So
Get the shovel.
we've got the collecting curse.
Yeah.
Is our topic.
Oh,
He had to cross his leg for this one. That's how.
Like,
Are you saying?
serious.
Are you? I'm gonna have to cross my legs.
Dude, you
So are
fucking
you
copycat.
Are you saying like?
Oh, everybody's getting comfortable now.
He needs
So-
stuff.
Buckle up. This is gonna be a long ride.
Are you saying like
Yep.
if I were to just become obsessed with collecting something?
Sure.
It
Yep.
doesn't matter what it could be.
Yeah.
Not quite, but we want to
No,
go
no,
to back
no.
in the day too.
Not
Come
like
on.
if you could collect something,
So
what
it
would
could
you
be-
collect is not the question. The question is,
Pogs.
how are you about
Fox.
collecting
Crazy bones.
Yeah.
like
Lamb tail.
so like
Tech deck
a
dudes.
perfect dude, a
that's
perfect
so
example
good.
of this
Mighty Beans.
thing. All these magazines right here,
Terras.
all these magazines are mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been collecting these magazines for forever. Like halfway through Nintendo Power's like life, I started collecting
Kiss and
Nintendo
goodbye.
Powers.
I'm about to
So
burn
like
that
that.
for this podcast.
So
Mighty
like
Beans.
all these like
I'm sold.
all these figures and stuff like
Yeah.
that Zelda figure stuff. Collect a bunch of figures. The Disney Infinities that are all on that wall right there. Those are all mine. Like almost every Lego Dimension. All these rare like Super Nintendo cards, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Blu-rays, comic books, trading cards,
So what you're
Pokemon
saying?
cards.
So what you're saying is just
vinyl.
collecting in general is a curse.
We're saying
Yeah.
zero self-control.
Whereas, like, I go into the store and I see this thing and I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool for the collection. I just want that to
Mighty
put on my
Beans.
shelf.
Yeah.
And I spend $50 on a piece of rare vinyl that looks really cool. Get it, stick it in the rest of my vinyl box, never play it, never seen from again.
Okay.
$50 down the drain. So to
where's
me,
this question going?
it's not a question. It's just what has been your experience with collecting
what is
in
my
general?
experience with-
Yeah, like, have you ever, like, been collecting something and you, like, hit a point where you're like, crap, I shouldn't be, like, spending my money on this. Like,
I
have
remember
better stuff to spend my money
specifically.
on.
I wanted the blue Frankenstein tech deck, dude, when I was in the 4th grade.
To match your blue Mighty Bean.
Yeah, well, actually, Mighty Beans came
And
along later on.
your blue
It was like
Pogs?
5th grade, I think.
Okay.
But anyways, so I really wanted that Frankenstein blue tech deck dude from this kid. I went home that night. I grabbed an entire jar of pennies. Okay, I sat there. I counted them all out. I didn't have little paper rolls to put them in, so I literally took this jar to this kid, handed it to him, and I was like, "Here's your money for your damn tech deck, dude.
How many pennies did it
Now
cost
give
you?
it to me." And then he was just like, "Okay." And like to this day, I don't know why he like took that,
Yeah.
but I got the blue Frankenstein tech deck dude. Actually, I'll bring it on the show one day.
Nice, you still have it?
So yeah, I'm
So
sure.
did
I
you
do.
collect Tech Deck Dudes?
Yeah, I mean, didn't you?
No.
I wanted to,
never
but I
allowed
never
to.
got into it. Yeah.
Really? You know who did? D Money. He collected tech
D
deck
Money.
dudes.
All right, we're gonna have to get D Money
I
out
don't
for the
even know
Tech
who the
Deck
fuck
Dude
that is.
Tech deck dude
side
review.
one for Dominic.
Yeah,
Oh, was that Dominic?
remember the
Dominic.
little thumb guys that like
Yeah,
sat in the
and
I
stand?
know what they are. I just
Yeah.
never collected them.
And did you ever have the ramps or anything?
Barney, Julio,
I'm not into Tech Deck lore, but you're kind of convincing me.
all right.
Is that it?
Well,
That's
yeah.
the only thing you've ever collected
No,
over your
I
entire
mean,
life?
like I've collected a lot of things. I mean, just like looking back on.
All right, let me twist this for you, okay? Amiibos. Amiibos are a bad one.
Yeah,
Especially with
Amiibos
us.
was actually really bad.
Did you actually get into
I got
Amiibos,
like
though?
probably the majority of Wave 1, except for like.
Marth Villager, Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, I was
Holy
like.
Trinity.
No, I
Did Wii Fit
actually
not
have
matter?
Wii Fit Trainer.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't get Villager. I didn't get Marth. Although I had 100 opportunities to get Marth.
Marth.
I saw him all the time after I stopped collecting Amiibos. Never bought him.
Yeah.
No, Amiibos was really bad, and the reason for why they were bad is because, for one, they're extremely expensive. I mean, like, growing up, I used to buy Star Wars action figures all the time because that's what I thought was cool to collect.
Yeah.
Star Wars action figures at most $5. You know what I mean? Like growing
Yeah, it wasn't
up,
bad.
It was not nearly what they are now. Like
They easily doubled in price.
yeah.
Potentially
What
tripled.
are amiibos on average still $12?
Yeah,
Yeah.
$13, something like that. Yeah, $12.99.
You go to Toys R Us for $13.99.
It's ridiculous.
But they also run them crazy deals.
okay.
And they
That's
always have
one
stock.
thing. Two.
Because nobody's buying them. At
Just
that price.
just the rarity, like in order to be able to collect and to complete your collection, it was ridiculous because like some of them were impossible to find. Villager, I really wanted Villager for the longest time. I remember I had one opportunity to get it, but a kid really wanted it, so I gave it to that kid instead at where I work.
beautiful.
God, you're
story.
such a nice guy.
I know, too nice sometimes, but
That's what they say.
but no,
Dude, I
seriously,
bet that kid
Ladies.
probably sold it too. The kid probably doesn't even have it anymore.
yeah,
He was
I know.
probably a scalper.
Yeah, he
Dude,
probably
what a
did.
piece of shit.
what I'm saying.
God, dude.
Yeah. But no, it's just
Should've
like
kicked him in
looking
the
back on
face.
it now, it's just like what a pointless thing to collect too, because now I don't even have a Wii U anymore, so I can't use it for that. I don't have a Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
yet. I guess I don't know. These
Do they look
guys
nice
are
on your
saying-
shelf?
Are they,
No, not
are
really.
They
They're
MIB
literally
or
they're literally
opened?
boxed up,
Oh, still boxed.
and yeah, they're all literally in the packaging still, tucked away. All of Wave 1. So if Wave 1 is
Yeah, Link is. Link you can
Yeah,
sell
you
for
got
like
Link.
$45.
really
Yeah.
Link, for real.
Get him out of
All
here.
right, well,
Because Zelda, Breath of the Wild, rejuvenated,
all right, well, I'm gonna have to be sure to go home and destroy
Kirby, do you have Kirby?
destroy.
all
Do
of
you
them.
still have Kirby in the box?
Yeah.
Worth tons of money.
Well, that's good. to know.
Original Mario.
OG
worth
Mar-
some money.
Mario.
Yeah, dude, you're sitting on some money, so
But yeah,
Small
no,
fortune.
I have
be
all,
a, be
I
a
have
shitty
all of
person,
them.
scalp them.
I have all of them, and I have like some of the Super Mario Party ones.
Yeah, those aren't worth anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those out of here.
because
You can
they
stop
probably
on
still
those.
sell those. I'm assuming.
Maybe
yeah,
the second
they're,
one.
just, they're just not hard to find.
But yeah, no, they're all in OG
Anyone want
packaging
them?
and everything like that. Mint
Yeah,
in the
dude.
MIB, mint in the box.
Now,
yeah.
do you have an eBay account or anything you want to give to the viewers in case they're looking?
No, I'm not gonna sell them. They're
Put 'em up on
packaged away.
OfferUp.
But and that, and then like it was a little bit different too, being a kid and collecting things because
I think it's only gotten worse for me, honestly.
It has.
no,
Yeah.
Growing
I
up,
think
it definitely has.
for
having
one,
my own disposable
Okay.
income.
Yeah.
yeah,
kills
obviously not your money when you're a kid, right?
Right.
So it's a little bit different. Two, I didn't give a shit about like keeping all my collection in pristine condition and keeping things in the packaging. Whereas now I look at it as like a way, like a way to measure its value. Like if you keep it in the packaging, it's going to be obviously worth more in the future. Whereas when I was a kid, I was just like, I don't care. I just want to play with this
Rip
thing.
it
I want to
open.
get my enjoyment
Right.
out of it. So yeah,
Which is
and-
arguably the better way to do it.
I would agree.
yeah.
Because like you're
And I
getting
even
your
know-
enjoyment, like you spent your money and you're like actually using it as it was intended. You're having fun. You're making memories. All this stuff for the $5 that you paid for. That's awesome. Or you pay $5, stick it on a shelf, and never look at it again.
Yeah, like
You know.
pop figures. Like talk about
Oh,
pointless. thing
let's
to
talk
collect.
about pop.
Pop figures. Let's talk about pop figures. I have way too many pop figures. It used to be way worse until I ran out of money and had to sell a bunch of them. I think I've sold maybe like
Was it heartbreaking to sell
$500 worth. Some of them were. I had like super rare Jake or Finn from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
With a sword. It's like a convention exclusive. It was him and he's got like his legendary sword with him and stuff. That one was super hard to find. Got it from some dude in Australia. Paid like $20 US for it. Looked it up like 2 weeks later. It was going for like 130.
Yeah, that's good though.
And so it's like, but I bought it from some random dude in Australia on an Australian website. Got it shipped to my house and I got it and like it was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've got another one from regular show. The main dude Benson. He's got like gumballs inside of his. He's a gumball machine,
Okay.
and he's got like
Oh, I
little
remember
plastic
that
balls
one,
that
yeah.
are inside of his head.
Yeah.
Sells for like $250, like super
Wow.
impossible to find.
You still have
but I
him?
have him. I still have him, and I think I only paid maybe like I think I paid MSRP for him on eBay, like right when he had come out, and so he was like
Not bad.
it was maybe like $17.99 or something, so a little bit of an upcharge. There was like White Raven from Teen Titans, the white Hot Topic exclusive one. I sold that one for like $120, but paid the $12.50 for it MSRP. So like pop figures are like crazy, and I used.
But let's
I
talk
used to have
about
tons of
useless things to collect.
But-
pop figures.
They 100%
that's the problem.
are, but I still love them because they represent all the characters that I love. So it's like I have almost all the Batman ones. Maggie has every Harley Quinn one. And it's like, these are these characters we love. Like, I just love having this stuff. Like, if they made Legend of Zelda ones, I'll buy them. If they make any Nintendo ones, I'll buy them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, anything like that. And I just, like, I like the way they look. I like the way they stack in the box. I just have them all, like, in this nice, like, pillar.
So you don't take them out of the
type thing.
package?
No, I keep them boxed. Some of them I take out. Like, I got one from L from Death Note that I just
Yeah.
bought today, actually. Is a Hot Topic
cool.
exclusive. It's L eating a piece of cake.
Do they have Ryuki?
Literally,
He exists, but they didn't have
literally
him there.
the only ones I ever bought: C-3PO, R2-D2.
Why?
Because I just wanted them on my.
Like those two, I wouldn't care at all about. I would see those and I would just throw them in.
I only have two,
no,
too.
the reason
Don't even
why
care.
is because I just wanted them right there in my car dash.
Yep, and you like Star Wars.
And I put them right there for the longest time. They were on my car dash, and
Where are they now?
now they're in the trash. So,
Car dash to trash.
car dash is trash.
But it's like,
No,
but
No,
you
I'm
got,
just
but
kidding.
you got
I
those,
still have 'em.
But you got those because they were Star Wars, and you like Star Wars.
Well,
and you thought it was
honestly,
cool.
like I didn't really care about any of the other characters. I just bought those because two characters that are awesome.
Right, and you resonate with, and you like them. Because to me, I really don't care about Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but it's like I don't need to spend any money on Star Wars outside of the ticket to go see the movie. Like that's it.
That's it.
And so it's like all this
Battlefield
merchandise, all this
2.
extra stuff. It's like I don't really care.
It's just like the difference between pop figures and like Star Wars action figures growing up. Like
And
you
rocks.
can't play with pop figures. What do you do? Like as a kid? I'm sitting there. I'm looking at pop figure. Like what am I supposed to do with it? It's just a bobblehead. It's a
you
novelty.
use your imagination.
You can't just like go and like it's not opposable. Yeah, no, it's stupid. Like I'd rather have Star Wars action figures. You know what I mean? Like there's literally nothing you can do with pop figures.
Sure.
Aside just look at them.
Yep, and I think that's exactly what they were meant to be, though. Is that they weren't meant to be a toy; they
fill
were
in
meant
those
to be a
gaps.
collectible.
Snuffleupagus, Big Bird.
Yeah,
You ever
like
see
the
those?
point is
Yeah.
that they are a collectible, not necessarily a toy to be played
What's
with.
some other useless things that we collected as kids?
Crazy Bumps.
Oh, as kids, I don't know, but
Crazy
collect now. Comic
Jam-packed
books,
this.
Pokemon cards.
well,
movies,
you can
all
read.
that-
You can read comic
all
books.
that's useless. But I read it. It takes me maybe 8 minutes to read through one. Now what do I gotta do? Now I gotta find somewhere to store it. Now I gotta buy a bag and a board to put it in. I gotta do all this stuff
Yeah,
to
but-
maintain it and take care of it. To read it one time, and I'm never gonna
At
read
least
it
you got
again.
that enjoyment out of it. Whereas what? Oh, can you read a pop figure?
No, but I have
You
the
can read the
enjoyment.
warning.
But I have the enjoyment of this cool looking figure of
You can
representing
read the
something I
warning.
like and putting it on my dashboard and making it look cool.
Speaking of dashboards, though, do you remember Zach's dashboard?
Yeah,
Just had
I do.
stuff
And he had
on
the
it.
all the
All
Mario Kart
toys
stuff.
everywhere.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
cool.
McDonald's toys and stuff.
All that stuff.
So like I don't know, but it's like how bad has your collecting? Because I don't think you're that bad of a collector just from like
No, I'm
seeing
not.
it.
Not anymore.
It's like
I don't waste my money on collecting.
Let me tell you
anything,
something.
Period. I did collect N64 games. I collected NES games. I collected SNES games.
yep,
That got
I was
pretty
there.
bad.
That got really bad for me too.
Yeah.
and then I eventually kicked that habit.
Because
Of the retro
honestly,
games.
I realized like how much money I'm gonna have to spend in order to get this entire collection.
Yep.
And
Oh my God, were you trying for an entire collection?
No,
Oh.
I was trying for an entire collection of N64. I knew
Oh,
NES
God.
and SNES was impossible.
Yeah,
But
I think
think we can start it
N64
back
had the
up.
least amount though. So that
Yeah,
was a
that's
good one to
why.
go. And
It
then
was,
NES had the second least, and then Super Nintendo had the most.
there were still a lot of games out there that I wanted that and like I still have my collection, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like how often I'm just like tempted to just sell them all because like
Yep.
it's just like knowing you're
I
just
face
sitting on
that
top
every
of
single
all that
day.
money.
Yep, and that's the thing is like that's what I did. Like my Blu-ray collection used to be these two massive floor-to-ceiling shelves of just Blu-rays everywhere. Now I think I have like 3 shelves
Why?
filled
Did you
up
sell
with
them?
Blu-rays because I've sold them all, and this is all like within the past like 2 months. I've just sold them all, just taken them all to the exchange, just been like here you go, like take them, and they're like, oh cool, we can give you $200 in store credit or $100 cash, and I'm like, I'm so tight for money right now, like I just want, and I don't want them in my house, I just want $100 cash. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But it's
How
like
much
they're
money did you spend on them?
What? Oh, probably way more than that. But actually,
yeah.
probably,
Probably had an extra
not.
$20
I bet a
a
bunch
piece.
of them. And a lot of them weren't like that. A lot of them I bought from the exchange already for like $5. A lot of them I got on Black Friday, like for really good deals. Like I did really well with the hunting on them and stuff. But it's like still like some of them I knew were worth money. Like I had the original like Ninja Turtles cartoon, all 9 seasons of it in the turtle van, and like it was super cool, like the super cool collectible
Did
thing.
you sell that?
Sold that. Had the James
Whoa,
Bond
I know.
50 collection. It had every James Bond movie in it from the first one all the way to
Now I bet you
Skyfall.
regret that.
It was awesome. Sold
I told
that.
him that he's gonna regret it.
Yeah, and I do 100%. And I regretted it even as I was selling it, where I could have pulled the trigger, stopped it, and kept them. Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's like one. Well, I needed money because GameStop's not really paying the bills, so like I was kind of between a rock and a hard place on keeping it or not. But then it's like I asked myself this. When was the last time I ever watched any of those James Bond movies? Never. When was the last time I watched?
All I wanna
so
say is
now
this.
you never can.
The option is no longer there.
Who cares?
Honestly, if I
All
were to collect
these-
anything, I think honestly collecting movies would be a cool thing to collect.
Yeah, so I'll
I
take
think
a
that's
picture
like
of
the most
Like
Maggie's.
movies
worthwhile
on
thing.
Cody?
Because What?
No, I'm joking.
All right, so no, like that's the most worthwhile thing, and the reason for that is because movies are timeless, right? Like
some of them are.
I play like NES games now, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, I can't believe
it's so dated.
Yeah, I can't believe I played this as a kid. You know, like this looks so bad. This is such terrible gameplay, controls, everything. You know, there's some games that hold true to like time, but no, like I can go back and I can watch a movie from the '80s, no problem. Like it still has that charm. It has that '80s charm, and I get appreciation from that.
Yeah.
Whereas you're playing an old video game or something like that, and it's just like, okay, this is old. Like this, I can't even do anything with this anymore. Yeah. So, and I think that's like where movies and like video games, like that's why I'm saying like movies are the one thing I would maybe collect if I were to collect anything. But I already have so many DVDs, I just can't see myself getting the Blu-ray.
Yep, and seeing that thing is Maggie. I'll take a picture. She's got of these shelves. She has 6 or 7 of them just lining her living room, floor to ceiling shelves of just DVDs. She has, I think last time we counted, maybe like 1,200 DVDs and Blu-rays like all together. But that again, that's what her life is like these movies, and she's going to school for film, like learning film editing and stuff like that. So, like obviously that's one thing she collects and she loves it. And every time a new movie comes out, she's like when we go to see like every movie in theaters, like we just went and saw Baywatch in theaters, and like right before that we went and saw like something else. You know what I mean? We do the movie thing with SuperGen all the time. Like movies are like her huge thing, and she collects it and she loves it.
Did she see Power Rangers?
Did
she see Power Rangers?
We went later. We didn't go with you guys. Yeah, we went later.
10 out of 10.
But it's like, so she can collect that and be fine. But she's also into comic books. She's also into video games and stuff like that. But she doesn't collect like I do, where I'll go somewhere and I'll like go to a comic book store, which I haven't been to a comic book store in like 8 months, and it's killing me. And like I really, really miss that, because that I would say is probably like my one true love.
Like, it's been like 8 months. 4 days,
I know, dude. Like
3
I'm
hours.
scratching myself. Like I'm like trying to get it ready, Yeah. But it's like, that's probably my one true love is comic book, like Batman, like superheroes, like that kind of stuff. I adore that, like even more than video games, like more than anything, like those characters in those worlds. That's what I like, and so it's really sad that I can't like keep doing that. And that's kind of where this topic came from, is that lately I've been having like toned down a lot of the collecting, where it would be like, oh cool, I just got paid, I got a paycheck, I don't need to save for anything, let's just go to the comic book store.
And you got rid of all your Switch games too, when I was like, you were starting this nice library, and it's like, oh, you traded all those
only a couple of them. I only got rid of like 2 of them. I got rid of Bomberman and Has Been Heroes.
Yeah,
so it's like whatever, but the other ones I still have, and a lot of them are digital. But it's like, so there's that,
can't get rid of those.
And like you were saying, like the whole like retro video game collection stuff, I did sell all of mine off. I had like Conker's Bad Fur Day, I had Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo. I had that same game for the Genesis in the box, every manual, everything. Sold all of that. Like I sold everything. Sold the systems. Got all that out of here. And like
sold your systems?
Oh yeah.
I know.
I can't do that.
Beginner's mistake right there.
Yeah, all I have left is GameCube, Wii.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about this.
Yep, I have GameCube, Wii, PS4.
I have
and,
NES,
stuff like that.
Just so you guys know, NES, SNES. I have N64, GameCube. I got the Wii. I don't have the Wii U. Okay, so I did have one, and then I sold it. So
hey,
same thing.
See?
But you know what? Wii U, it's
not
worthless.
So but so that's kind of what I'm saying. So it's like, but I look at it and I'm just like, oh my god. And like I was cleaning out my basement in my room, and I was looking at all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, why do I have so much shit just piled up here? And it's figures, and it's Legos, and it's like all these long boxes of comic books and all this stuff. I haven't sold like a lot of the little stuff, but it's like I looked at these magazines. These magazines were taking up like this huge spot in my room, and I was just like, oh my, like look at all these. Why do I keep these? Like I haven't read through one of these in so long. I need to just throw them away. But it's like, but I can't.
Don't do it.
Like I can't get rid of it.
Don't do it.
And so it's like selling the movies and stuff. But it's like, that's what I wanted to say with like selling myself at the exchange. When like the guy offered me, I took in, I don't know, had to have been like maybe 50 Blu-rays. And the guy offers me, he's like, yeah, I can give you 200 store credit or 100 in cash. Like that 200 store credit, like I've been talking about, how long have I been talking about wanting to get an Xbox One? Getting an Xbox 360 to replay Dead Space, to buy the old consoles back, to start collecting retro games and stuff again. Like there would have been time where I'd taken that 200 and I'm like, awesome, I'm blowing it right now, like without a second thought. But now I'm like, oh man, well now I gotta take the $100 of the lesser value, and like, cause I have to like buy other like important things, or like I need money, or like whatever. And it's like, so this whole collection has just been dwindled down to like the bare essentials now,
the bare bones.
Yeah, because I just like need the money or whatever. So it's like
Link to Bare Bones below.
Right.
Not really though.
Great band. So it's like, I don't know. So that's just kind of where like this topic came from, was like, yeah, this collecting, like this almost is a curse, because it's like, think about all the money that I spent to get all this stuff, and what I sold it for doesn't even come close to what I spent on it. And it's like, imagine if I just didn't care about collecting, because I look at so many of my other friends and they're just like, yeah, I don't know like why you have all those comic books, and like how do you have that many movies? Like that's crazy. I maybe have like 4 DVDs. Like,
well,
oh, you have all these video games? That's crazy.
I
like,
think the thing that you have to do in order to break this habit is to just A, sell everything.
Everything.
But obviously you don't want to do that.
Right.
B, pay for a storage unit and throw everything in there, lock it, don't touch it. Like, it's like a safe. You know?
Now, the crazy thing is going to be that I can't afford the storage unit, but I'm going to have to sell the stuff to buy the storage unit.
And then keep selling
and
it
then
to
it just
pay for
keeps
it.
like, it's just an awful
storage
rotating
units
circle.
aren't that
You know what I
expensive.
mean?
There's some that are like $10 for a month.
Oh, really? Well, maybe.
I think we should do
But
it.
it's like, but I like having it. I like having it in my basement, because then that one time every 3 months where I just get hit, and it's like, shit, I'm going to go through and I'm going to read all my comic books. And I do. And I spend literally my entire day off. I'm just like, oh, cool, I haven't read this one in a while, so I just go through and I read that. Oh, I haven't read this one at all. I'm just going to go through and read that. I spend a whole day reading comics. And it's awesome, and I love it. And I'm like, this is why I want to get back into it. And so it's like I still use that collection. Same with movies. Like, I'll have a day where I just watch movies all day. I'm like, oh, this is a really awesome collection. I have a day where I listen to vinyl all the time. You know what I mean? And like where I look at my pop figures and I dust them off and I clean them and like look at them, you know, whatever. And it's like, all these collections
I could
are
just
awesome.
see you with like a little maid apron.
Oh yeah, dude, I
And
do.
a little
I have all the
Speaking of, like,
cleavage showing. It's so nice.
Nanny from like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like all this stuff is so cool, and like having the video game collection and seeing like dude, do you remember when I sent you that picture of all those PS4 games that I had?
Yeah.
And I literally had like
Oh,
every
there's probably,
PS4
like,
ever.
2 there,
There's
and
maybe
cobwebs.
this many left.
That's
And
terrible.
it used to be like probably closer to this many. Is now down to
Watch
this.
Dogs.
I had
Yeah,
that with an
Watch Dogs.
Xbox One
I don't have
collection
Watch
and
Dogs
then
anymore.
The Purge.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. And you just go through and but it's like I look at it and like same with the movies. I'm like, when have I ever watched this? When will I ever watch it? Some of the movies that I sold were still wrapped in cellophane. Where I just bought the movie, I'm like, oh, I'll watch this one day. Never watched it. I had so many of the movies that I sold.
right when I buy a movie.
Yep.
Watch it. You know?
And that's the thing, and I can't do that. And I would buy so many at a time because like Black
I'd
Friday
never
and deals
buy
stuff,
movies.
and I'd never watch it.
I actually have a subscription to Family Video. You know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love Family Video.
So
Shout out to Family Video.
highly
Thanks for
recommend
sponsoring
it.
this
You don't
video.
have, you don't have to. You have the largest video collection in the world right at your fingertips, right there.
Nice.
Family Video.
And video
Or you
games.
can go to the library and just get it for free.
That's true too.
The library.
The library.
So yeah, that's just kind of thing is like that's why I call it the collecting curse, because it's like I go through all these emotions, I go through all this stuff, like these ups and downs and lefts and rights and everything with it.
You know,
and I'm
that's
just like, why?
You know-
like, why do I do this to myself?
I'm sorry,
Go
real
ahead.
quick. I know this is not on the topic that we're talking about, but one day we really do need to talk about old rental places
Yeah, for sure.
like Blockbuster.
A standalone
and things
video.
like that.
Yeah, that'd be
100%.
good.
I could go on and on
Dude,
about
so
it.
could I, man. About Blockbuster, especially, I had one right down the street from my house that I would walk to. That's how I got my exercise.
All right, here we
God,
go.
so great. But yeah,
All right,
but
no,
not
next
here. Not
week,
here.
next week.
Yeah,
next
No,
week.
yeah,
we'll
it's gotta
say-
be its own standalone thing.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
save it. But yeah, so I don't know. Any other thoughts on like collecting and like that's like why I chose the wording like collecting curse, because it's like it really is like I feel like curse that it's like why do I care so much about this? Like I always say, all my other friends don't care. Like they
Yeah.
think it's so crazy that I want to have all these comic books and that I want to take up all this and I want
understand.
just stuff. I want all this stuff and I want these figures and I want like all the Lego Dimensions and all the Amiibos and all the Disney Infinity figures and like all the Zelda figures and all the World Nintendo figures and all these games
See,
and all this
we don't
shit.
have that. We don't have that problem. So like, I think you're kind of just alone in that one.
You're a loner.
You collect.
I have the problem so bad, and I
Don't
can't
even
help
tell
myself.
me. Yeah,
But
I
see,
was
like, I'm
really
like the
crazy.
kind of
Collect
dude
World and Nintendo
where I would
figures,
eat
that's it.
bread I would buy one loaf of bread and just eat that for the week straight just to save up my money so I could get whatever I want. Like that's who I am down in like the.
Wait,
second
did that really happen?
No.
Not like literally, but like I
But,
can
like,
just
you
live
were
on
close.
nothing
Yeah, so that you
to make
had
sure
the
I can
money
get
to buy
what I
you
want
wanted.
or need like.
And I'm not like that. I have to, Chipotle every night.
See, never. I never eat out like any stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, yeah.
All that like I keep.
But like, tell me
money
about like
tight.
the cellophane collection that you have.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, like
But
these are
here's why.
games you buy.
This is why I'm okay with it because I'm a person
And this
who
is
buys.
this is
on
called
deals.
justification.
Yes.
And this is what the real problem
Just
is.
cause.
Where you make it
cause.
feel okay to yourself.
It's
And
100%
that's
okay,
not
and I'll
alright.
explain to you why. Because
Intervention.
the cellophane collection happens because I get it all at a very cheap price, okay? When it goes on sale, then we got Gamers Club Unlocked, so it's like a cheap game. Oh, 20% off on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. You hit this promotion with another. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'll probably play that one day. And then the thing is, if I don't play it one day, I can definitely break even. You're talking about your Blu-ray collection where you're just like, selling it kind of for a loss. My stuff I feel like never sells for
Dude,
a
I
loss.
remember walking into like your house and you had like all those games and stuff like that just stacked like in the
I know.
cellophane
It still is like
It's,
that.
you're right. That
It's so
hasn't
bad.
changed.
It's like fish posters. Like I collect the fish posters with my dad from all the concerts. Some of the stuff on our walls, like this poster's worth $500. We got it for $50. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not going out there and just like, oh, I want this, and this, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna like
Yeah,
self-control to
strategically.
when it goes on sale. And when it goes on sale, yeah, I can definitely afford this. It's in my
But
collection
you're one of
now.
those guys where like if you see a good deal, you're gonna buy it. You can't like be
Most
like,
likely,
no.
kind of. But it's not like, oh, that's
That's
a cheap
very
TV. I'm gonna get 10 TVs. You know what I mean?
Brutal-
Brutal,
he's
he
a little
just
bit
bought
different.
Brutal Legend on PC.
$2 for PC Brutal Legends. I'm like, yeah, I'll play that.
That's always
$2.
been like that price.
Let's
That-
come back. We'll come
that's
back to this
MSRP.
in like 2 months and say, hey, how was Brutal
Jack
Legends?
Black.
And
Exactly.
I
And
bet
here's-
it's gonna be. I
And let
haven't
me tell
played
you
it
this.
yet.
Here's this. I could have bought the collection with the CD for $1 more, and I was like, no, I don't even need the CD. So there's definitely restraint there.
A
It's
little
not
bit
like,
of self-control.
Oh,
That's good
yeah,
to hear.
$1 and I get all these songs. It's like I don't need those songs. It's like I just want to experience this game. It has great reviews. Blah blah blah. I'll probably play it one day.
It was a good game. It really is a good game.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Thank
had
you.
it for the Xbox.
But are
360.
you? But the question then becomes, are you ever gonna play it?
And I bought Alien Isolation that day too.
that's a
PC.
good movie.
That's a
Or
good,
good
good
game.
game. That's
It was $10. Every spec of DLC, all that kind of stuff was on there. I was like, yeah, for $10 I'll put on the backlog. It's on PC.
I mean,
was talking about how
$10. I mean,
wanted
I
to
wipe my ass with $10.
do it. That's what I'm
so.
saying.
Do you? Well,
Sometimes.
hit me up next time we take.
But
a
here's the
shit.
thing too: Amiibos and World of Nintendo definitely fall into that list of like
Yeah.
no self-restraint,
Right.
and it's only because they're rare.
I have self-restraint.
But like they're not even. Like
because I'm an
No,
adult.
yes,
so
they
many
are.
World of Nintendos aren't even rare. A lot of
Okay,
Amiibos anymore.
that's
aren't even
different.
rare.
That was just like completing the collection. My brother wanted it. Okay, that was cool. I love to go out and find the stuff and just whatever. Which is why I'm gonna find Crota, the rare Destiny pop one when it finally
Dude,
comes
good
out.
luck. No
problem.
way.
Definitely get it. But like the Amiibos were the only. Well, actually, the whole reason we're all me and him are friends is because of Amiibos.
That's true.
Amiibos.
Amiibos. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for Amiibos, this probably wouldn't
This,
even be happening
this production
right
wouldn't
now.
even be here.
Actually,
So
you
we
know
gotta
what?
thank the Amiibos.
So no, I need to blame the Amiibos.
I know for this.
Yeah,
because
I'm sorry.
you're now sitting
it's
here.
nonsense.
Yeah. But so the whole reason it's like I remember when it all came out, Zach was like, hey, he went to Walmart before they were released and Walmart had them. You know, like a shit ton of Marth Villagers, all that kind of stuff. And he's like, he started buying them. And I was like, I don't need these. They're going to be everywhere, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, you
He
know, a
was
week
excited
later.
about him, dude.
Yeah. But then a week
So
later,
was
it's
I, man.
like,
I could not
hey,
wait
I
for
can't
them.
find Marth. I can't find Villager. I can't find Wii Fit Trainer. Then, you know, on Reddit and the internet, it's like, these things are vapor. Like, they're rare. And then right there's where it clicks.
Vapor wave.
Vaporwave. And then it clicks. I need them because they're rare.
Yeah,
And that's
you
what
see? And
spiraled
Nintendo knew that would happen with everybody, and it happened with
Okay.
me. It tricked me.
And so that's what happened. The first two waves of Amiibo, I was riding that wave of the rare ones, whatever, getting them all.
You sure were.
And the next thing you know, they were saturated in the stores. And I was like, I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
I dropped
the
off.
the hunt. That's what they like. Nintendo knew they got you.
But once they populated the shelves, I was
And
just
then
like,
they
I'm
were
out.
like-
But now ask him because they're rare again.
Now, so I don't know what.
They're rare
I was just
again.
like reading
Let
some
the hunt
forums on
begin.
some. Yeah, I was reading some forums on some site, and it's like, hey, Guardian's now $60. I was like, no, it's not, because I remember looking at these in Toys R Us.
Did
and
you
just
own it?
being like,
You have a Guardian?
no, but I remember looking at them with
Dude,
Zach and
there's
just being like,
it's so funny that you say that because there's literally a Guardian just sitting on the desk of one of my coworkers.
yeah.
That,
It's not like I need it, but if I see one, I'll probably buy it. But I remember, okay, Best Buy had them 20% off, blah, blah. That's a good price. I'm going to Toys R Us with Zach. Like, yeah, I want these, but they're definitely going to hit the clearance bin or something, and I'll pick them
Yeah.
up then. Next thing you know, bam, they're back up in price. Instantly switches back. Need them all.
Oh.
So you know what I mean?
They got you,
Ocarina
man.
of Time, 30-year, or not,
They
but
got
the
you.
30
30th
years.
anniversary.
Zelda, those things are worth like $60, $70, all that kind of stuff, and it's just like back in the game. And then that's how it happens.
think-
And then it's like
It's
that
like
bug. Just get you ready again.
The Destiny Pops. So Destiny is releasing figures and pops. Went to GameStop. $5 on everything, please.
yeah,
like
okay.
70
Oh,
bucks
something
for a
else I
girl.
collected
So
for a little
bad.
while: the Spartan action figures,
Oh, the Halo ones.
Halo ones. Yeah,
You got to bring those in.
Yeah.
Live actions.
live
So-
actions, dude.
So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with collecting and the collecting curse and the collecting bug.
No, I'm gonna
but, like,
say it is,
It's
like,
just interesting.
bad.
Like why does that happen? Like why do we do that?
No, it's
What's
like
the
human
psyche?
No,
Like
it's definitely-
dissect that for me real quick.
No, that's a different show because I'd love to get into that with like.
All
so
right,
much
that'll
other
be
stuff.
that'll be
Like
the,
this thing right here. Fuck.
but it was $20 when I got it.
That's not bad.
So it's like cool. Why not get it for $20 when it used to be like
that's the price
$70 or
of one
some
little
shit?
Kenner Star Wars figure now.
Can we zoom in on this right here?
Nah.
Just me holding this.
Maybe for the thumbnail. And then I want to run through these real quick too. Unless do you guys anybody have anything to say about the that topic anymore?
Give us a thesis.
pretty much, I think the moral of the story behind it is that if your friends are collecting it, and if your family's collecting it, just don't do it.
Okay, cool. What are your closing thoughts on that topic?
So, yeah.
Ditto.
Like the Pokemon?
Yeah, like the Pokemon.
All right.
No, seriously though, like, just save your money.
That's the thing. Think of how much money I would have. Like, I'm strapped for cash right now. I have maybe $12 in my bank account.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I'm not even kidding. It's like this.
Poor.
It's like this literally every week of my life. It is like this. Like I get paid on Friday, it's gonna be gone by Monday just because of like bills and stuff that I have to pay. And so I'm gonna have to stretch for 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to stretch $45 for 2 weeks.
That sucks.
I do it. That's how I live. That's how I live my life. I like every week. And that's why I'm like,
all right, we're gonna start a Patreon
to help me survive the world, you know.
A GoFundMe.
But like, yeah, so it's like that's how I've been living. I mean, and it's been like that for years and years and years. Now because of GameStop and I get paid so little there.
Shouts out to GameStop.
Right, shout out, thanks for watching this video. And so it's like I have to do that. And then before, when I was like working at the school or working at Red Lobster or something, when I'm getting like really good money, it's like, cool, I have all this money. I'm just going to blow it on all these things that I like to collect and build the huge collections. And then I would have to strap
I think that's when these bad habits
week.
start.
I think that's really bad.
I think that's when it starts because you have your parents that are
that you can live off of and like all that, yeah. And it doesn't like help you learn anything.
But then when you start to make your own money, you're like, oh, well, screw my parents. I don't have to wait for them to buy me this stuff. I can just go out and buy it myself.
Yep.
And then and you have that security blanket still there because you're still living with your parents. You don't have to pay bills or anything like that. And that's when the habits start. So start early and just
don't start early.
No, I'm saying start early with just not collecting anything at all.
That's good.
Just save your money.
Yeah.
If there's
Be like my other friends who don't collect anything.
Yeah, and
save your money.
See, I also don't see a point to that. You're at both polar extremes, and it's like, who cares? You need to find the middle ground where you're,
just find
That's what it's all
better
about.
Yet,
what did Alan Wake teach
it's
us?
okay to collect stuff, right? It's okay to collect things.
Because then you're like,
find that one thing.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Find one thing. Like, if I didn't play video games, or like I can play video games and like whatever, but it's like if I didn't want the pop figures and I didn't want the Nintendo Power magazines and I didn't want all that, and it's like, say I really wanted to focus on comics, and I was like, yeah, dude, comics are my life, and I just want to collect comic books.
Think about how much bigger that collection would be, too.
Exactly, and like how much more fun it would be, like hunting that, and I'd be able to do that every week. It'd be great. Where it's like, forget the amiibos, forget the figures, forget the Lego, forget the Disney Infinity, forget the video games, forget all the movies, everything else, but it's just comic books, then great. That's fine, and I could do that, and that would be sustainable, and I could do that. But it's when you add the comic books, and the vinyl, and the Blu-rays, and the figures, and the video games, and the retro games, and you add it all together, then it's like, well, crap, I have to put a little bit into the video game hobby, and I have to put a little bit into the comic books, and a little bit into the action figures.
What's wrong
maybe
with
once
that,
in the vinyl, stuff like that.
There's a lot wrong with that.
There's a lot wrong with that because then
every week you don't have to put into each one every week.
That's totally true, but I don't have the self-control to not do that.
That's the second problem, then.
And that's the problem, and that's what I'm saying the problem is. Right there. Yeah, exactly. The real problem is that the self-control. That self-control is really tough.
I think we cured him.
I'm definitely not cured. But who knows? I'll change in 2 weeks, like I always do. Just ask Maggie. She's always like, I say, oh yeah, I'm done with video games.
Does she like get annoyed with it too?
No, when I talk about it, she kind of does, but she doesn't get annoyed with like that I collect that I have all this random stuff. But it's like, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm done with video games.
I'll tell you right now, you're lucky. Okay.
Why? Because she doesn't care about my collecting.
Yeah, because majority of girls do.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she collects too, so it's
you
like,
can say,
it works.
hit the road, Jack. Sayonara.
But
Jacqueline.
It's like,
yeah, sorry,
exactly. Yeah, Jackie, get out of here. But yeah, so it's like, I forget what I was gonna say, so I'm gonna move on. The last thing I want to talk. So yeah, closing comments on this.
I don't know. Satisfy the hunger is what I'm gonna say.
Okay. And then
you don't have to
yours,
satisfy the hunger, but you don't have to indulge.
Sure. And
you need money to live.
Exactly. I would say now this is what my new plan is. I remember what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is that I switch every 2 weeks between what I'm collecting, where I'm like I'll focus really hard on vinyl for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh dude, vinyl is my passion. This is awesome. Then I focus on comic books. I'm like, oh dude, comic books is my passion. Much like I said earlier.
You are going to die in 85 or approximately 85 to 100 years, and none of it will be.
None of it will matter at all. Yeah. But if I would have saved money for that 85 to 100 years, think of all the good I could do in the world. But
Yeah,
nope,
I
I
still
had to
wouldn't do
blow
it.
it on
No.
this piece of paper with Batman on it.
No, we'll get into this conversation on a separate show or something because I would love to dig deep into the actual
yeah.
this with like the moral and the psyche.
Yeah.
And all that.
But
I'll
anyway,
get deep.
so I want to throw this out real quick. This is from again, check out SuperGen's the SuperGen regular podcast where we did Alex's
such a long podcast.
and it was because the news was so short this week. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so over on the SuperGen podcast, Alex had his 20 questions and stuff. Some were Nintendo themed. We already heard your answers.
Now
I'm
we
going
have
to
50
recap them
questions
here.
for Nintendo
So
Nation.
me and you were going to answer the Nintendo themed ones. The first question was, how many remastered games are there going to be announced at the Nintendo Direct? Now, this was a
100.
little bit of a controversy on the last
I don't know.
question. Were you here for this? Were you already here when they were
Yes, I
talking
was
about that? And they were talking about like, oh, is it going to be virtual console? Does that count or all this? The question is remastered.
All right, what if I guess the correct answer? What are you guys going to give me?
One blue Frankenstein tech deck.
Oh, okay. I already have
Okay.
one, but
You'll get another one.
okay. So
I'm pretty sure
I'm
mine
gonna
gets
say 6.
Okay. I'm going to say announced remasters. And by remasters, I mean like it's a game they had before on a previous console, and they are remastering, they are rebuilding the game for the Switch, because that's what a remaster is. The virtual console is not a remaster. It's just
I'm sorry, we counted
I'll
virtual
say an
console.
OG
though.
Paper
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Mario
saying no
at
virtual console for the
64,
Nintendo
okay.
part.
Right.
So I'm going to say 4.
Fahrenheit it is.
1080
Indigo Prophecy.
degrees.
So I'm going to say 4.
Snowboard-
I think it's going to be, I
yeah.
think we're going to get Smash. I think we're going to get...
Mario Maker.
No, we already know about the one for 3DS.
Pokken.
The Mario and whatever.
Pokken?
I think Pokken's going to get one. I think there's going to be one more that they kind of throw out there. Maybe Mario
Tamagotchi
Maker.
life, baby.
I think there's
Bring
one
it
more.
on.
So I think 4 is a safe number. Next up, will Smash Brothers make an appearance?
Yes,
And all of you guys said yes. I'm gonna say no.
And I'm going to say no as well.
risky.
I think while it is a possibility, and while I think it's a very popular opinion, I just don't think it's going to be there. I think that we did Mario Kart, and that was like their big, like, hey, here you go. I don't think
it's
they're going to
gonna
announce
detract
here.
from
They're
everything
going to
else.
wait. They're going to exactly. It totally will, because it's hey, we just announced this brand new fighting game, like this new.
That sounds like
Smash.
something Nintendo
Hey,
would do
here's
instantly.
Smash. Here's this fighting game that everyone loves. Get ready. It's going to be $60.
No one buys
Buy it in
ARMS.
November. Hey, but don't forget, ARMS comes out literally the day after E3, 3 days after our press conference. Don't forget to buy that. But that's also $60.
Here's what I have to say.
Oh, if you're a kid who only has $60, they want you to buy ARMS. And then they want you to buy Smash when that gets revealed later.
Yeah.
So I think later in the year we're going to get a Smash
they're gonna
Direct
do
focused on Smash
Oh yeah,
Deluxe.
they're gonna have a direct specifically on just Smash Bros.
Totally
Not
agree.
only is Smash going to be announced there, but also a P2 amiibo of every figure in
No,
Smash is going to be coming
not
out.
going to happen. Do you want me to add that to your answer?
Absolutely.
Ryan,
Ice
So-
Climbers.
P2
Amiibos. Every single one. They started with Cloud Corn and Bayonetta. We're doing the rest of them.
Yep.
And
I
then
also,
we're gonna
And
get into
they're
P3
gonna
and
bring
P4.
back Solid Snake too.
when are they going to do P3
Calling it.
amiibos?
It's coming. Quarter 3.
All right, and then very last one focused on Nintendo. Will anyone touch their face during the Nintendo Direct?
Of course.
I think so as well. So Ryan said yes. Alex said yes. Brian,
said no.
the dummy,
Andy said no.
said no.
Not happening.
And Andy, also another dummy, said no.
But that's just a natural.
What does that
thing
even
you
mean?
do.
Yeah,
Like,
it just happens. Like even if someone just
just
goes
like-
like this or like
Don't fight
whatever,
the natural urges.
you know. But like the other
My
thing is
name
like,
is Reggie.
but see, the other thing that I'm thinking about is like when you're talking, you wouldn't do it. It's like when you're, it's like if you were just like watching them or you were focused, like then you would
Like
do
this
it.
right here.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like,
The
how much are
natural
you not
pose.
doing it? But I'm like, but I bet.
Miyamoto up there
but it's
just-
like, what if somebody? What if it's some dude? What if Reggie has to take his shirt off and in the tops of his hand go like,
That's what I'm saying.
Brush your cheek.
And it's
boom.
but
That's
what if
touch.
he's like-
that counts.
And
That's
we
a
all
touch.
know that's gonna happen.
He does like a little
Reggie
hair
is
flick.
going to take his
Even if
shirt
he
off.
goes like this, yeah, you know, whatever. Or what if he's wearing
feeling
a,
good,
what
he
if he's
slicks
wearing
it
a
back.
hat and he just goes like this and just goes like that?
I
you
know.
You never know.
like
you
crushes
know what I
his
mean?
face or picks his nose,
Or he's wearing
even
a, or
rubs
he's
his
wearing a
corners up.
mask and he takes a mask off. Who knows? For Majora's Mask, maybe Majora's Mask gets a
Majora's
remaster.
Mask. That's what I'm
You know, who knows? So yes, face touch, Joe. Yes,
But what
face
if we
touch.
found out that Reggie was Majora this whole time?
Then I'd be super
Majora.
happy. So got that locked in. Christian locked in.
Yep.
And
I like it.
cool.
Overclocked.
Any other closing comments for Nintendo Nation? This is a long episode. I'm really tired. I want to go home and go to bed.
No, but definitely look forward to the episode where we dive into the psyche of the human beings.
Yeah,
coming
this
out
might
soon.
that might
This
not
is
even be a
good
Nintendo
group. Us
Nation.
three need
That'll
to do
just
it.
be Ryan explains it all.
It'll be a standalone episode on the channel.
Keep your eyes peeled for
Blue Tech Dude.
all of our future E3 content coming up.
Yep, lots of
so-
E3 content coming up. We're working on doing live streams, working on
So,
doing posts and things. I don't know.
yeah.
The Nintendo one might be like the weirdest one where both Ryan and I may not be available. So we'll
Figure it
let
out.
you know though. we'll have something up. We'll have Handy Dandy Brian. We'll have Brian the dummy because he thinks someone's not going to touch their face at E3.
I'll be there to prove you guys wrong.
Yeah.
And touch your face.
I'll touch my face.
Yeah, does it count if Brian
I'll touch
touches his face?
something else.
Woo!
Yeah.
Here, zoom in on my face right here.
No one's touching that.
I am going to be touching something before E3.
Is it our hearts?
So if you want to see it happen, tune in.
Tuna.
All right, no, that was it. That's all I had to say. So.
All right. So, with that, Raptor, do you have any closing comments?
I think I'm drained.
Good. Me too, man. I'm ready for
Mega
bed.
drained.
Awesome.
Good one.
Thanks for tuning in
Stunt sport.
to Nintendo Nation, episode whatever.
Razor leaf.
It was great. We had a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the news.
Solar
Hope
beam.
you enjoyed our comments. If you have any
Hydro pump.
comments about our
I would say grass
comments
moves.
about the topic, let us know in the comment section down below. I'd really like to hear from you. Just go ask Jeff P, who I kind of tore apart in the comments last week. Hopefully you're not mad at me. Check it out.
We're not taking things personal here.
Yeah, nothing's personal. I still love you. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for leaving a
Nothing's
like. if you
personal.
did.
besides that comment.
Make sure you subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you know when we post stuff. That's really cool. Go to that ding-a-ling-a-ling.
All right.
Get it in,
See you guys for real.
Peace out. I love you.
Bye.
Goodbye.